Welcome, everyone. Before we begin, let me tell you a few things about today's ceremony. There will be two parts to this event. First, we'll have our fellowship orientation program, which will last about 35 minutes. This is where you get an opportunity to learn just a little bit more about the International College of Dentists. At the conclusion of the orientation program, we'll hold our convocation ceremony, where each new fellow will be formally and individually recognized and welcomed to the ICD USA section. I want to share with you how deeply disappointed that I am that cannot welcome you into fellowship in our usual manner. In a normal year, we'd gather in person with nearly 1,000 of our friends, family members, and colleagues to take part in an impressive and memorable convocation ceremony. We had such wonderful plans to do this for you in Orlando this past October, and that incredible ceremony would have been followed by a special private event at Disney World for all of our fellows as well as their families. Like all of you, this year has been involving way more computer screen time than ever before. As your ICD president, I so look forward to traveling to see and meet you at your local and regional dental meetings. Unfortunately, as you know, all these meetings and all my travel plans were canceled. Perhaps with the recent news of 2 different COVID vaccines, a return to normal is on the horizon. We can only hope so. Well, let's get this going. Welcome to the college.
Welcome, 2020 inductees, ICD fellows, friends, and families joining us virtually for today's Fellowship Orientation Program, or FOP. I'm your program host, Dr. Michael Badalik, Chair of the Fellowship Orientation Program Committee from the home of the Liberty Bell, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The purpose of our program today is to familiarize you with the basic tenets of the International College of Dentists, USA section, who we are, what we do, what we value, and where we see our organization going over the next 5 to 10 years. First, a few facts. The International College of Dentists, or ICD, is a worldwide honorary organization conceived in 1920 by 2 dentists, Dr. Odafoy from San Francisco, California, and Dr. Akamuro from Nagoya, Japan. The college grew quickly, and by 1928, there were 250 members and 162 countries, states, and provinces. The USA section of the ICD was chartered in 1934, and in 1939, Dr. Justin Towner, a former USA section president, designed the college key. That was soon to be adopted as the ICD symbol. You each received your own personalized key, like you see on my lapel here. Check the back of it, because it has your initials engraved on it, in your new fellow package. I hope that you will wear it and your ICD lapel pin with pride. The lapel pin is a little bit smaller than the key. Today, the International College of Dentists has grown into the preeminent international dental honor society in the world. The USA section is comprised of just over 6,000 fellows who exemplify our core values of integrity, leadership, and service. To be admitted to the ICD is a privilege and an honor that very few dentists earn. And if you're like me, back in 2011, when I was a new fellow, you were probably feeling both humbled and proud. Welcome to the ICD and congratulations. Now I'm privileged to introduce our USA section president, Dr. James Setterberg from the Centennial State of Colorado. Jim will tell you a little bit about our mission and our vision.
Greetings, everyone. It is my great honor and privilege to welcome you, the candidates of 2020, to the George D. Selfridge Fellowship Orientation Program of the International College of Dentists. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to the family and friends of this year's candidates who are watching with you today. Candidates for fellowship, this is a very special time as you're being recognized for your meritorious contributions to dentistry as well as to society. It's a time of great pride, fellowship, and celebration of your accomplishments. Hopefully this virtual event will be able to convey how thrilled we are to have you join us in our quest to improve oral health around the world. It's now my distinct privilege to welcome the other officers and guests who will be speaking to you today during this orientation program. From the USA section, our President-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr, our Vice President, Dr. Risa Martin, USA Foundation President, Dr. Margot Collada Norton, and from the Worldwide College, We'll be hearing from the Secretary General, Dr. Joe Keneally. I would like to extend thanks and appreciation to the Fellowship Orientation Program Committee and their chair, Dr. Michael Badalek, and the USA Section office staff for their work and efforts in creating this unique virtual welcome to the International College. Might I take a moment to remind you of our mission for the ICD? The USA Section of the ICD is part of the preeminent honor society for dentists in the world, recognized as it promotes excellence in leadership with an emphasis on service, provides support to our fellows and support for our peers, addresses oral health needs and education throughout the world, and fosters an atmosphere of collaboration with those who share our values. And our vision is to be the leading honorary dental organization serving others worldwide. As I said in my speeches earlier this year, when we were still meeting in person, I want the International College of Dentists to be that entity that people think about first when they talk about improving oral health throughout the world. It's a long journey, but we need to walk that walk. I hope you enjoy the rest of the fellowship orientation program. Congratulations. Up next is your president-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr, who hails from Tennessee. Jerry will be speaking to you about the USA Section's 3 core values, and then he'll share a little bit about our strategic plan so that you have a better understanding of how you might be able to help us reach those goals.
Thank you, Jim. Greetings. It's my privilege to welcome each of you new inductees, as well as your friends and family who have joined us to celebrate this honor being bestowed on you today. It is also my honor to add my personal congratulations on your selection as fellows in the International College of Dentists. The ICD has 3 core values: integrity, leadership, and service. Each of you has been invited into fellowship because your sponsors recognize that you demonstrate a strong personal alignment with these values. The ICD commends you, first, for your personal and professional integrity, second, for your leadership in the dental profession, and third, for your service to your patients, to your community, and to the well-being of mankind. Today, you will become a fellow in the most prestigious worldwide dental honor society. However, today is not only a milestone marking the culmination of your achievements through years of diligence and dedication, which is remarkable, but it also marks a new beginning for each of you. It is my hope that as a new fellow, you will see today as an opportunity to continue to exemplify our core values with renewed energy and renewed purpose on behalf of our college. Now, let me briefly discuss our section's strategic plan. The USA section of the ICD has an applied strategic plan that guides and directs the actions of our college. This plan has 5 major goals. I want to challenge each of you to understand and support these objectives because these goals are foundational. By working to achieve these objectives, we fulfill our mission and we facilitate our 3 core values, which you will hear repeatedly many times today: integrity, leadership, and service. Let's look together at each of these 5 goals of our strategic plan. Goal number 1, we value our fellows as our most important resource to achieve our mission, and through our membership, we are as diverse as our profession. This goal speaks of the college's dedication to its fellows and its inclusivity of dental professionals that exemplify the ICD's high standards. Goal number 2, we cultivate and support leadership development activities. This goal speaks to our core value of leadership. Goal number 3, we are the model of domestic and international dental service and collaboration with the goal of improving oral health globally. This goal speaks to our core value of service and is exemplified by our section motto, serving others. Goal 4, we develop state-of-the-art internal and external communications to support our projects and activities. As part of these efforts, we have recently developed some new and exciting social media programs. Live 45 is one such program. Live 45 features interviews with leaders in dentistry speaking about a wide variety of topics of interest to all our fellows. Goal 5, we maintain a secure and sustainable financial position, which allows us to achieve our strategic objectives. Today, as you enter into our fellowship, these goals become your goals. I'm sure that each of you has heard the expression, to those whom much is given, much is expected. The honor being bestowed on you comes with expectations. To better understand these expectations, here is Dr. Badalik to explain the charge we have for each of you as you begin your journey as a fellow of the International College of Dentists. Again, please accept my heartiest congratulations to you on receiving this well-deserved recognition. May God smile on each of you. Mike.
Thank you, Dr. Carr. The USA section of the ICD has 5 key expectations or objectives for its fellows, which complement the 5 goals of which Dr. Carr just spoke of. Let's talk through those important concepts using colored keys as a visual tool to help you remember the following 5 objectives. Key 1, the blue key. This is leadership. I charge you to continue your commitment to leadership and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal ethics. Key 2, the gold key, share the honor. I charge you to recognize other distinguished members of our profession by inviting them into fellowship. Please don't forget that an ICD fellow recognized your achievement and took the effort to sponsor you for fellowship. After your induction, you will have the same privilege. Your position as a fellow in the ICD endows you the same privilege of sponsoring colleagues who exemplify the high standards that are required for fellowship. I urge you to take the opportunity to share the honor. Key 3, the silver key, humanitarianism. One of the reasons you have been chosen for this honor is that through your professional history, you have already demonstrated our USA section motto, serving others. I charge you with continuing to serve others as fellows in the ICD. We hope that you will be passionate in your support of the ICD Foundation as it funds humanitarian projects both in the US and around the world. As part of this charge, I also encourage you to participate in many short and long-term projects that the ICD sponsors. Key 4, the green key. That stands for education. I charge you to contribute to the advancement of the dental profession by promoting and fostering the growth of dental knowledge worldwide. The final and 5th key, number 5, the red key. That stands for professional conduct. I charge you with advancing the best and highest standards of your profession, both morally and ethically, and setting an example of these standards in your own communities. By continuing to demonstrate these qualities in your daily lives, you will join us in fellowship by upholding our core values of integrity, leadership, and service. Again, congratulations on achieving this remarkable milestone in your profession. Not only is this a recognition of past achievements, but it's also the beginning of an opportunity for each of you to shine even brighter as you exemplify all that the ICD stands for. So please remember the 5 key expectations. The blue key, leadership. The gold key, share the honor. The silver key, humanitarianism. The green key, education. And finally, the red key, professional conduct. Now I'm honored to pass forward the virtual microphone to the president of the USA Section Foundation, Dr. Margot Collada Norton. Margot was also the president of the USA Section from 2016 to 2017, and it was the first female to hold that position. She's from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the ICD USA Section Foundation, what we support, all that we stand for, and what we strive to accomplish.
Thank you, Michael. I would also like to congratulate you on your acceptance into the International College of Dentists. You are now a part of the 3% of dentists in this country who have been invited to join our ranks. Well done. After serving as the 4th District Regent and the USA Section President, I am now privileged to serve as the USA Section Foundation President. The foundation was established in 1986 as a 501c3 nonprofit entity. Its purpose is to provide financial support to worthy individual entities, corporations, trusts, funds, and foundations that reflect the ICD's mission and vision. Additionally, the foundation supports many of the educational, literary, scientific, and charitable activities of the section. In keeping with the ICD motto of serving others, the foundation provides humanitarian assistance throughout the United States and the world through its general grant program. It has awarded financial assistance to Mission of Mercy Clinics, the Kukua and Chagoya Hospital Dental Clinics in Africa, Smiles on Wings, Dental Lifeline, the Open Wide Foundation, Mending Faces, Everyone for Veterans, the Haitian Health Foundation, the Samuel Harris National Museum of Dentistry, Awards for Outstanding Dental Journalism, and many more. In addition to our general grant program, 2 years ago, we started a new grant program in conjunction with Henry Schein Cares. This program is just for USA ICD Fellows. These grants provide seed money for local or state humanitarian projects. I hope many of you will consider applying for one of these grants for your local project in the near future. The foundation is dedicated to improving oral health and the dental profession throughout the USA and the world. For several years, it has been promoting volunteerism by presenting ICD volunteer symposia around the country to educate the dental community on the how and why of volunteering to serve those who are in great need of dental care throughout the world. Student support is another area of focus for the foundation. The foundation supports white coat ceremonies and provides seed money for schools to form global health student associations. These GHSAs, as we call them, introduce students to the importance of being part of the global solution to dental health. This program is designed to get students interested in humanitarian efforts that will begin in dental school and stay with them throughout their career. One of our most successful programs is our Betty R. McCaig International Student Experience Program, which provides third and fourth year dental students funds to assist their humanitarian mission trips and exchange programs abroad. These trips heighten the students' knowledge and awareness of dentistry in other schools and nations throughout the world. In the past 2 years, the foundation has awarded a $2,500 scholarship to a qualified student who applied through the Worldwide College website. We also sponsor annual awards that recognize outstanding leadership and humanitarianism in students in every dental school in the United States. In addition to recognizing the accomplishments of students, the foundation recognizes one outstanding dental leader and one distinguished humanitarian dentist annually at the Convocation dinner celebration. In total, the USA Section Foundation awards between $130,000 and $150,000 worth of grants each year. We are able to provide this financial support because of the generosity of our USA Fellows and our corporate partners. We encourage our fellows to contribute to the foundation when submitting their annual dues, but there are also a number of other ways to provide support. For example, our Century Club fellows donate $100 per month for 5 years. We also have a Legacy Society where you can make a gift to the foundation through your estate. Additionally, I encourage you to take a look at our key room, where we have a wide variety of ICD merchandise available for sale. 30% of the purchase price of these items is a tax-deductible donation to the foundation. You can find out more about the programs that we fund, as well as learn about other ways to support the foundation on our website. Just go to www.usa-icd.org and click on the Foundation tab. I have appreciated the opportunity to tell you about the USA Section Foundation today. And again, Congratulations on your impending induction. Now it is my privilege to introduce Dr. Joe Keneally. Joe served as the USA Section President in 2018, after serving as the Worldwide ICD President in 2015, and as Regent for District 1 between 2011 and 14. In September of this year, he was hired as the Secretary General of the Worldwide International College of Dentists. Joe will give you a brief overview of our parent organization, who they are, what they do, and maybe give you a glimpse at what their future might hold. Thank you. Dr. Keneally?
Hello, and welcome to the ICD. The Worldwide ICD is divided up into 15 autonomous sections spread across the globe. Section 1, USA, is the largest, with approximately half the total membership. Other sections are Canada, Mexico, South America, Europe, India, Japan, Australasia, the Philippines, the Middle East, Korea, Taiwan, China, Myanmar, and Southeast Asia. A 16th section, known for some mysterious reason as Section 20, is made up of a number of regions that are too small to qualify as a section and too remote to be part of one of the others. As I write this introduction, the ICD has over 12,000 fellows in 123 countries, and it supports or sponsors hundreds of dental humanitarian service projects worldwide. These can be found on the Worldwide ICD website, www.icd.org, under the Projects, Map, and Directory tab. The universal motto of ICD Worldwide is recognizing service and the opportunity to serve. You just heard from USA Section Foundation President Dr. Kalada Norton about that foundation, but the Worldwide College has one as well, the Global Visionary Fund, or GVF. As an international counselor, Margot is also one of the 7 directors of the GVF. Its mission statement is this: the International College of Dentists Global Visionary Fund supports and funds humanitarian and educational oral healthcare programs and initiatives around the world, especially in developing communities where the needs are the greatest. Through its partnership with Henry Schein Cares, the GVF is able to offer grants of dental supplies with a value of up to $5,000 per project to many charitable missions in needy areas. It also offers annual scholarships to dental students through its affiliation with the Washington University Dental Alumni Association Scholarship Program. I've only been the Secretary General for a short time, but I have served as a volunteer leader at all levels of the ICD for a long time, and I've developed many ideas about its future. The Worldwide College office is virtual and cloud-based, with all 5 of its employees working remotely from each other. My Director of Operations, Chelsea Seagren, staffs our Operations Center in Flint, Michigan, which was home to the previous brick-and-mortar college office until recently. I'll work from my summer home in Maine and my winter home in Florida. Our communications specialist lives and works from her home in Orlando, and our Director of Communications lives in Israel. Our Director of Development lives in the United Kingdom. The great thing about a virtual office is you can find your ideal employee for the job you need anywhere in the world, and nobody has to move. I now commute to work down the stairs to the coffee machine, and off I go for the day. We are using a lot of the features of our Microsoft Office 365 subscription to communicate, and we have Microsoft Teams meetings several times a week. In time, as the college grows and develops, I envision a well-trained, empowered, and motivated ICD staff, living and working all over the world, delivering real-time service to our fellows and those they serve. The original concept of the ICD's founders was to create an organization to disseminate dental information among the dentists of the world, and it did that for a very long time. After a while, others were doing it more efficiently, and the ICD morphed into more of an organization that recognized dentists for outstanding service and leadership, community and humanitarian service, dental education and dental research, and it began emphasizing its own humanitarian service projects. Now, with the world affected by the pandemic, the college has launched a new initiative, ICD Online, which is producing free webinars with ICD fellow experts presenting on a variety of subjects of current interest, like dental responses to COVID-19 and the looming threat of antimicrobial resistance. Our ICD staff is currently developing a new virtual office platform that will replace our website while still serving as our online presence. This platform will allow interactivity with me and the rest of the college's staff, while looking and sometimes functioning like an actual physical office. This is a state-of-the-art initiative that will improve our ability to engage and serve our fellows and our collaborators from outside of the ICD. I'm happy to be able to welcome you to the International College of Dentists in this virtual way, and I hope to meet you in person when it becomes safe to do so. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the USA Section's Vice President, Dr. Risa Martin. Risa hails from the great state of Texas, and she's going to talk about a few of the USA Section's activities that support our motto, serving others. A little bit about how to nominate a friend or colleague for the honor of fellowship, and she'll also give you some options about how to get involved in this organization right away.
Thank you, Dr. Keneally, for that introduction. Our motto, serving others, distills who we are in two simple words. Volunteerism is that aspect of our organization where we serve the oral health needs of the world. ICD does this through direct action of our fellows, and we want you to see the value of your membership in ICD. With the absence of person-to-person meetings due to the COVID virus, we wanted to connect with our members, so ICD created a Take 10. Our fellow ambassador of social media, Dr. Amrita Patel, began checking in with our fellows to find out how the dental industry was being affected by the pandemic. A special Take 20 featuring the ADA president, Dr. Chad Gahani, and our ICD president, Dr. James Sederberg, was recorded in October. So check it out on our website. Our live 45 interview series is held on the first Wednesday of the month through our Facebook page, and it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. These interviews are hosted by Dr. Patel, along with one of our leaders as a co-host, and it highlights a fellow regarding leadership or humanitarian efforts. We created Bits and Pieces, which is a continuing education program with CE credit available through the Worldwide College. Our first course was a case study in oral medicine. Our volunteer seminar series helps you prepare for dental mission trips. These have been offered at state dental meetings, but will be online soon. Leaders in Dentistry video series is from 1984 to 2006. The college recorded this unique series of 67 interviews of outstanding dental leaders highlighting their accomplishments and their views on the dental profession. This is a museum YouTube collection and a must-see. As a fellow of ICD, you are recognized by your peers as a leader in your profession, but improvement of skills is a never-ending process. The Leadership Bibliography is a quality list of exceptional leadership books for anyone seeking to improve and is available on our website. Beginning in 2021, our editor will create an online newsletter highlighting our members. So maybe you have a story to share. Did you climb Mount Everest, fight a bear, or maybe something not quite so risky, but still important, like cycling across the US or trying out for the Olympics? We want to hear from you. So by now you're saying, wow, how can I get involved? Well, start by nominating a deserving colleague to fellowship. We call this Share the Honor. Your sponsor took the time and effort for your benefit, and so it's time to pay it forward. Provide free dental exams in your dental office for our Peace Corps volunteers. The paperwork is minimal, but the rewards are plentiful. Volunteer to participate in a mission of mercy in your state or region. Many of our ICD fellows are involved in leading those efforts. And for our veterans, we have information on our website. Make a difference in the life of a veteran by participating in Operation Stand Down or Everyone for Veterans. You can provide a tremendous impact on the lives of low-income veterans, as most veterans are not eligible to receive dental care from the VA. More information about both of these programs is on our website. Or maybe you'd like to mentor a dental student who received an ICD Humanitarian or Leadership Award. You know that they are our future. Or maybe you'd like to participate in the Special Olympics programs in your area. With the pandemic, all of our events are on hold, but many of our ICD dentists are providing free dental care to Special Olympic athletes in the comfort of their own dental offices, and they emphasize providing a dental home. It's amazing what a difference you can make in someone's life. Maybe you'd like to apply for a grant for your humanitarian project through our ICD Foundation. Or maybe you've been blessed and you'd just like to donate to the foundation, which is a 501c3. When you visit the foundation part of the website, don't forget to shop by clicking on the key room. We have lots of great ideas for wonderful gifts: hats, mugs, shirts, ties, keychains, you name it. And you might want to get involved in the inner workings of ICD by serving on a committee or strategic planning goal team. Or maybe just strutting your stuff by volunteering to be interviewed for a Take 10 or a Live 45 session, or maybe writing a key mail article. I hope you're beginning to understand that the International College of Dentists is much more than just another honorary dental society. We have a lofty vision of how we can improve oral health here at home and around the world with your help, and we'll do just that. Again, congratulations on your nomination and your admittance into our wonderful organization. We look forward to getting to know you and to having you join us as we all serve others. Now we're going to show you a short video entitled "I'm Proud," after which our president, Dr. Setterberg, will return to introduce your district leaders.
Integrity, leadership, service, these are the core values of the International College of Dentists. The International College of Dentists is the preeminent honorary dental society, the only one of its kind. The idea of an international dental organization was conceived in 1920 in Tokyo by Dr. Louis Odafe, an American, and Dr. Surikichi Akamura of Japan. The plans were refined and disclosed in 1926 at the 7th Annual Dental Congress in Philadelphia, and on New Year's Eve 1927, the ICD was born. The ICD now has more than 10,000 members worldwide from 122 countries. The USA section is the largest, with more than 6,300 members. The organization recognizes and promotes leadership and service worldwide. The process of becoming a fellow is very selective.
What we expect from that individual that's being nominated is to share our core values.
Each district will nominate distinguished individuals who have demonstrated professionalism and leadership and also participated in humanitarian activities throughout their career.
The ICD searches out those that fit the mold, those that have given service, those that are known to have the integrity.
Each year, the International College of Dentists welcomes new fellows into the organization in a special convocation ceremony.
My local component president nominated me. I think once you're nominated, the application process is really guided by the members who are already involved, and they really encourage you just to help get you through that process.
When I became a fellow, I can remember all the flags of the countries that are participating in the International College of Dentists in this worldwide organization.
When you stand there and you see everybody in their robes and their gowns and family members on the sides, and it's a sight to behold.
That's a memorable experience for people, and it was exciting. And it made you feel a very strong part of this organization, that you were now a part of these special people.
The ICD is involved in many programs that allow members to showcase their commitment to service, such as the International Collaborative Initiative, which includes the popular Student Exchange Program that shares knowledge and experiences among dental students of the global community. Volunteering overseas, programs that provide dental humanitarian support on a global basis. The Fisher House Project, providing emergency palliative care to military families housed at a Fisher House, while their wounded loved ones receive treatment at a medical facility nearby. Peace Corps exams, where ICD fellows provide exams for Peace Corps volunteers free of charge, in appreciation for their commitment to global service. Missions of Mercy, portable clinics in cities across the country, at which volunteers provide free dental care for underserved people. Student awards are given for leadership to a graduating student from every U.S. dental school. And White Coat Ceremonies, a symbolic event that recognizes the dental students' transition into patient care. Many ICD districts sponsor a White Coat ceremony at their respective dental schools.
The USA section established a foundation which would be independent from the section, but basically would assist the section with their projects and also be able to contribute to some of the broader projects from time to time. The section itself contributes significantly to the foundation. It also receives gifts and bequests and things like that that are obviously tax deductible.
The International College of Dentists welcomes the leaders of tomorrow, those who show a career-long commitment to service, humanitarianism, and education.
I think the most special thing about the ICD is the members themselves. They are truly a great group of people who are dedicated in their leadership abilities and their service to others. What they have done for dentistry and humanity is significant.
There are many people in this organization who continue to give of their time, expend their energy, and utilize the leadership skills they've developed elsewhere to serve others through their involvement in the college, both internationally as well as in the United States.
One of the things that has frustrated me in dentistry over the last couple of decades has been an orientation toward money. The ICD typifies the antithesis of that, in which the organization is oriented toward the altruistic things and the service orientation.
So many of us get caught up in trying to build our practice, get the greatest and latest things in our office, and we kind of forget what we really got into dentistry for. And I think at this stage of my life, I don't want to wait till I retire to give back. I want to do it now while my skills are at their highest.
This again is not the end of your career. We want you to continue to provide service and leadership and to mentor, and that's what we're all about.
We're very energized, we're very motivated, and I see great things in our future.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud.
I'm proud to be a fellow in the International College of Dentists.
Hello, this is Tom Kasirik, Vice President with the ADA Members Insurance Plans. On behalf of the ADA Members Insurance Plans, I want to personally thank the members and volunteer leaders of the International College of Dentists for the opportunity to be part of this virtual event. For more than 85 years, the ADA Members Insurance Plans have been dedicated to protecting the financial well-being of ADA and ICD members throughout their dental careers. And we proudly offer life, disability, and supplemental medical coverage along with risk management resources to best meet their unique needs. We invite you to take a moment to consider the strong cost-competitive advantages of the ADA group insurance plans that are a benefit of ADA membership. Our website at insurance.ada.org provides ease of use to view the group rates exclusive to ADA members, along with the types of coverage and how to apply. We would also like to applaud the dedication and efforts of ICD members in support of their humanitarian mission. We wish all of you and your families the very best this holiday season and for the new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasant duty to call to order the 86th Annual Convocation of the United States of America section of the International College of Dentists. Please rise and join in singing the first stanza of our national anthem, and then please remain standing for the invocation that will be given by our President-elect, Dr. Jerry Carr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come to you on this special occasion with humility and with gratitude for the many blessings you have so graciously bestowed on us. We thank you for the privilege of serving others through our profession, and we ask for the wisdom to carry out that service with excellence, knowing that in all we do it as unto you. We humbly plead to you to intervene in the devastation of the pandemic, which is causing so much suffering throughout the world. May each of us do our part to protect one another, and we ask that an effective vaccine will soon be available. We pray for all your children suffering throughout the world, not only from the pandemic, but from hunger and disease. And we ask that you use our college to be an effective instrument for good as we reach out to serve those less fortunate than ourselves. In this time of national division and uncertainty, we pray for healing and unity in our country. And as fellows of the ICD, we ask for wisdom to know how we ourselves can be instrumental in that healing. Now, Lord, we especially ask your blessings on this convocation and on these ICD inductees who will receive the honor of fellowship today. It is our prayer that the commitment that they have shown to excellence through their past service to their profession, to their communities, to their families, and to others in need will only increase as they become part of our fellowship. Now, in all we do and say, we give you the honor and glory. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. On behalf of the officers and regents of the USA section of the International College of Dentists, I extend to the fellows-elect, fellows, families, international friends, and guests a most hearty welcome to our convocation. Thank you for joining us today as we honor those being inducted into the college. Fellows-elect, this should be an occasion long to remember. You have been carefully selected by our members, deputy regents, vice regents, regents, and officers to receive this distinct honor by virtue of the fact that you've distinguished yourself in our profession. You, therefore, today bring honor to our great organization. Being admitted into the fellowship of a professional organization distinction is one of the most significant experiences of a person's vocational career. In the profession of dentistry, such reception signifies that through devoted service and high ethical standards that you have brought honor to the profession, and that, in return, you are being honored by that profession. After being formed in 1920, the International College of Dentists was incorporated in 1928. The organization was created for these purposes: to foster cordial relations among dentists in all parts of the world, for cooperation among dentists in the interest of progress in the science and art of dentistry, to aid in the educating of all peoples concerning the importance of dentistry as a health measure. Then, as now, those chosen were ethical, had facilitated the progress of dentistry, and had given back by serving others. In order that you may have a deeper appreciation of the honor now being conferred upon you, in order that we all may grasp more fully the aims, objectives, and purpose of the International College of Dentists, I direct your attention to Article 3 of its Constitution, which sets forth that the organization's specific purpose is a recognition of outstanding professional achievement and meritorious service and the continued progress of dentistry for the benefit of all humankind. Now, may I remind you of the fellowship pledge by which you commit to live in strict accordance with the ideals, rules, and regulations of the college, and at all times adhere to the principles of the Golden Rule in your relations with your patients as well as your colleagues. This occasion marks the arrival of time in your life when recognition of your work and accomplishments is due. Your qualifications have been examined by the Credentials Committee, the Board of Regents, the counselors, and the Deputy Regents. You have met or exceeded all requirements for fellowship. And may I admonish you that this occasion does not mark you as having fulfilled your professional achievements. As Dr. Jonas Salk said, the reward for work well done is the opportunity to do more. And that's what we expect of each and every one of you as well. We'd also encourage you to participate in district ICD events and be an active ICD fellow. As in all other associations, you will receive in proportion to what you give. Now, by the authority of the Board of Regents and the power vested in me as President of the United States of America section of the International College of Dentists, it gives me great pleasure and distinct honor to confer upon you fellowship in the college. All of you should have received or will receive shortly a box containing 3 of the symbols of your acceptance into our esteemed organization. That box contains first a college key on a green and yellow lanyard. This key would normally be presented to you by our worldwide president, Dr. Akira Senda, who will be congratulating you after the ceremony. Then, under normal circumstances, I would present you with your fellowship plaque and extend you the right hand of fellowship, an ancient and honorable sign of friendship, thereby granting you the rights and privileges of the college, wishing you continued health and success in your professional career. Under the guidance of God, we shall work together for the common purpose of alleviating human suffering. As we proceed with the induction, I wish to express my deep appreciation to each regent, vice regent, and deputy regent. These hardworking men and women are the backbones of the USA sections, states, and districts. I'll now introduce the district regents who will introduce their district leaders and read the names of their fellows-elect. As we proceed with the induction, I wish to express my deep appreciation to each regent, vice regent, and deputy regent. These hardworking men and women are the backbone of the USA sections, states, and districts. I will now introduce the district regents who will introduce their district leaders and read the names of their fellows-elect. Regent from District 1, Dr. Elliot I. Paisner of Milton, New Hampshire. Dr. Paisner, will you please introduce your vice regent and deputy regents and then present your fellows-elect from your district?
Thank you, Dr. Sederberg. It is my pleasure to welcome you into fellowship in the International College of Dentists. I remember what an honor and thrill it was for me to be inducted into the college many years ago. I remember the pageantry of the Convocation and have attended several over the years. It's a significant loss that we cannot be together in person this year to experience the wow of the event. I look forward to the day, hopefully in the near future, when we can meet in person and I have the opportunity to extend my hand in fellowship. And now let me introduce District 1 Vice Regent, Jeffrey Dodge.
Thank you, Dr. Paisner. Greetings to all from Rhode Island. I wish to welcome our new fellows from District 1 and wish everyone much health and success in the coming year. Proceeding forward, the deputy regents from each state will introduce the new fellows from their respective states.
My name is Barry Saltz, District 1, Deputy Regent from Maine. Mr. President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from Maine for a fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Kira Chadbourne of Falmouth, sponsored for fellowship by Barry Saltz. Dr. Chadbourne has recently diplomated in sleep medicine. She travels yearly to Guatemala for dental outreach and participates in donated dental services. Takashi Komabayashi, sponsored by Barry Saltz, is from Scarborough. He serves as a full professor teaching endodontics at the University of New England College of Dental Medicine. He serves on the advisory board of several professional journals. Dr. Komabayashi currently serves as Deputy Commander, Clinical Operations in the U.S. Army Reserve Dental Corps. Todd Mellon, sponsored by James Oshetsky, is from Portland, where he practices endodontics. He is a founder and leader in the Portland Spear Study Club. Dr. Mellon has also performed dental mission trips to Honduras and volunteers as an endodontist at the Oasis Clinic. David Olivas of Rockport is sponsored by Barry Saltz. He has held many leadership positions in the Maine Dental Association. Dr. Olivas participates in donated dental services and provides dental screening exams with Special Olympics. Brad Rand, a general dentist from Brewer, is sponsored by Barry Saltz. Dr. Rand has served as president of the Maine Dental Association. He has traveled to Guatemala as a dental missionary and serves his community in several clinic and church capacities. And Whitney Wignall is sponsored by Lisa Howard. Dr. Wignall is a pediatric dentist in Portland and has traveled internationally to volunteer in dental missions. She helped develop the pediatric dental curriculum at the University of New England College of Dental Medicine. This concludes our Maine International College of Dentists candidate class of 2020. Congratulations.
My name is Lisa Boris, District 1, the Deputy Regent from Massachusetts. Mr. President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from Massachusetts for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Meredith Bailey of Boston is sponsored by Kadambari Rawal. She has served in many leadership positions in the Massachusetts Dental Society and is currently Vice President. She also serves as Vice Chair of the ADA Council of Ethics, Bylaws, and Judicial Affairs. Todd Belf Becker, a general dentist from Revere, sponsored by David B. Becker. He has served in many capacities in his local and state dental societies and will be General Chair of the Yankee Dental Congress in 2022. Sammy Chogle of Boston and the Boston University Henry M. Goldman School of Dental Medicine has been sponsored by Celeste Kong. He reviews and edits peer-reviewed journals and has been an endodontic board examiner. He serves as the secretary of the Massachusetts Association of Endodontists. Gregory Kosabides, sponsored by David Ward, is in private practice in Cambridge and teaches at Tufts University School of Dental Medicine. Dr. Kosabides has led several dental mission trips to the Dominican Republic and Peru. He is a Juris Doctor candidate at New England School of Law. Vasiliki Maselli of Boston serves as faculty of the Department of General Dentistry at the Henry M. Goldman School of Dental Medicine. She has been sponsored by Celeste Kong. Dr. Maselli has helped develop curricula and tools to advance digital dentistry at Boston University. She has traveled to Guatemala to participate in several dental mission trips. Stephen William McKenna of Feeding Hills is sponsored by Richard Lagurcio and specializes in orthodontics and dental facial orthopedics. Dr. McKenna has served on many MDS state committees, including positions on the Yankee Dental Corps Committee, and is a board member of the Eastern State Dental Insurance Company. Andrew Miller is from Boston and the Henry M. Goldman School of Dental Medicine, where he is clinical assistant professor in the Department of General Dentistry. Dr. Miller is sponsored by Deborah Hong Pan. He is a dedicated mentor to dental students and is co-founder of a church outreach program called the Christmas Charity Program. Deba Shri Saxena of the Department of General Dentistry at the Boston University School of Dental Medicine was sponsored by Deborah Hong Pan. She is a published textbook author and researcher. Among many other outreach activities, she is a contributing member at the Whittier Health Center and Codman Health Center in Boston, Massachusetts as a periodontist. Tina Valdez is sponsored by Susan Mary Camacho. Dr. Valdez provides oral health care to Teamsters and oversees the Teamsters Dental Clinic. She participates in the Relay for Life, Autism Awareness, and Women's Cancer Awareness. Congratulations to all.
My name is Rick Vashon, the Deputy Regent from New Hampshire. Mr. President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from New Hampshire for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Tara LeVake Vogel was nominated by Elliot Paisner. Dr. LeVake is a member and former president of the New Hampshire Board of Dental Examiners. She serves on the board of directors of the American Dental Examiners and volunteers in her community schools. Lance R. Miller, sponsored by Robert Rule, is from Keene, where he has a specialty in orthodontics and dental-facial orthopedics. Lance participates in Smiles for a Lifetime program, where he donates orthodontic services and volunteers in many community activities, from sponsoring SAT courses to athletic mouth guards. Michael J. Paisner of Nashua is sponsored by Richard Vashon. Dr. Paisner has served in the chairs of his component dental society and is currently president of the board of the Greater Nashua Dental Connection, a local dental clinic, and is chair of the State Dental Society Membership Committee. He has achieved mastership level of the Academy of General Dentistry. James Dale Spivey has been sponsored by Christine Swilo. Having been an educator at the Universities of Michigan and Iowa, Dr. Spivey now practices periodontics and implantology in Portsmouth. He has served on the boards of the American Academy of Periodontology and his component dental society. Jeffrey Richard Vashon, a general dentist from Manchester, is sponsored by Elliot Paisner. On his first day as a licensed dentist, Dr. Vashon participated in a volunteer capacity providing dental screenings in a Head Start program. He has served in all positions of his component dental society and is currently on the State Dental Society Board of Trustees. Dedicated to continuing education, Dr. Vashon has obtained mastership level with the Academy of General Dentistry. Thank you.
My name is David Ward, the Deputy Regent from Rhode Island District 1. Mr. President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding 4 candidates from Rhode Island for the fellowship in the International College of Dentists. C. Matthew Forster of Newport is sponsored by Ira Titunik. Dr. Forster has been president of his component dental society and is a delegate to the ADA. His volunteer activities include participation in the Mission of Mercy and Special Olympics. Brendan Guin is sponsored by Christine Benoit. A general dentist in Charlestown, Dr. Guin participates yearly in Dentistry from the Heart and is known as an accomplished snowboarder and award-winning videographer. Layla Coffey, an endodontist in Providence, has been sponsored by myself, David Ward. Dr. Coffey has been an officer and president of her component dental society and completed a residency in working with medically compromised patients. And as an aside, she's a mother of 2 young children, so kudos to her. Gregory Warren, an endodontist from Charleston, has been nominated by Christine Benoit. As a volunteer firefighter, for many years, Greg co-founded Rescue Water Swimmers and participates annually in Dentistry from the Heart. Yvonne Woolney is sponsored by Dr. Jeff Dodge. Dr. Woolney has been an officer and president of her component dental society. She serves as the dental director at Blue Cross Dental in Rhode Island. Dr. Woolney also runs an organization called the Cracovia Soccer Club, started by her family over 39 years ago. My sincere congratulations to all candidates.
I am Richard Dickinson, Deputy Regent from Vermont, District 1. I would like to introduce our new fellow, Rebecca Piles-Lucier of White River Junction. She is sponsored by Richard Dickinson Sr. Rebecca provides volunteer services at the Red Logan Dental Clinic and serves as President-elect of Vermont State Dental Society. Thank you.
Regent from District 2, Dr. Ira R. Titunik of New York, New York. Dr. Chatunik, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Laura Madrano, and Deputy Regents, Richard Andalina, Rekha Gahani, Deborah Pasquale, and Richard Rausch from District 2. Treasurer Iona Mensalapoulou. It's now my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 2 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Richard Andalina, Hornell, New York, sponsor Andrew Barassi. Private practice, President-elect 7th District Dental Society, alternate delegate, New York State Dental Association. Michael Lappa, New York City, sponsor Ira Titunik. Private practice, aesthetics, assistant clinical professor of cardiology at New York University College of Dentistry. Author, national and international lecturer on aesthetics. Peter Oster, Briarcliff Manor, New York, sponsor Jack Levine. Private practice, active in 1000 Smiles, Give Back a Smile, and the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. Renuka Bijour, Briarcliff Manor, sponsor Maria Maranga. Private practice, practice limited to pediatric dentistry. Board member, Chambers of Commerce, Briarcliff Manor and Ossining, New York. Attending at Columbia University College of Dental Medicine. Mitchell Bloom, New York City, New York. Sponsor David O'Connell. Private practice, board certified periodontist, clinical associate professor, New York University College of Dentistry, director, pre-doctoral periodontics, New York University College of Dentistry. Alexis Cohen, New York City, New York. Sponsor Scott Purdell. Private practice limited to pediatric dentistry, clinical assistant professor, pediatric dentistry, New York University College of Dentistry. Julie Connolly, New York City, New York. Sponsor Ira Titunik. Private practice, board certified periodontist, president of the New York Academy of Dentistry, and vice chair of the New York section of the American College of Dentists. Kenneth Cooperman, New York City, New York, sponsor Chad Gahani. Private practice orthodontics, attending Jacobi Hospital, Albert Einstein College of Medicine, Bronx, New York. Past president, New York County Dental Society, organizing committee, Give Kids a Smile. Emanuela Corielli, New York City, New York, sponsor Ira Titunik. Private practice, board certified, limited to pediatric dentistry. Faculty, Lenox Hill Hospital, Northwell Health, New York University School of Dentistry, New York Hospital, Cornell. Claudia Cruz, Tenafly, New Jersey, sponsor Ira Titunik. Private practice, orthodontics, board eligible, New York City, Arlington, and Fairfax, Virginia. Adjunct faculty and ad hoc consultant and research mentor, Columbia College of Dental Medicine. David Delaney, Loudonville, New York. Sponsor, Mark Weinberger. Private practice, past president, 3rd District Dental Society, New York State Dental Association trustee. Maria Dormas, East Elmhurst, New York. Sponsor, Rekha Gahani. Private practice, oral and maxillofacial surgeon, attending Brookdale Hospital and Columbia College of Dental Medicine. Volunteer teacher, St. Demetrius School, Astoria, New York. Jennifer Frostino, Buffalo, New York. Sponsor, Glenn Donnarumma. Hospital pathologist, clinical assistant professor of medicine, University of Buffalo. Adjunct professor, Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer. Director of Oral Cancer and Screening and Diagnostics, Erie County Medical Center. Adjunct assistant professor of pathology. James Galati, Rexford, New York. Sponsor, Michael Brilt. Private practice, past president, 4th District Dental Society, trustee, New York State Dental Association. Anna Gilio, New York City, New York. Sponsor, Christy Solo. Private practice, board certified periodontist, clinical associate professor, Department of Periodontics and Implant Dentistry, College of Dentistry, New York University. Payam Gudarzi, Johnson City, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunik. Private practice, past president, 5th District Dental Society, past president, New York State Dental Association. Mabel Huang, Saratoga Springs, New York. Sponsor, Michael Briold. Private practice, president of Saratoga County Dental Society, president of 4th District Dental Society. James Jacobs, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunik. Private practice, New York City, certificate in periodontics, past president of New York County Dental Society. Richard Lewinson, Hastings on the Hudson, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunik. General practice, past president of the New York County Dental Society, assistant clinical professor, School of Dentistry, New York University, member of Give Kids a Smile and Midnight Run. Roxanne Lowenguth, Webster, New York. Robert Calagno, private practice, board certified periodontist, associate clinical professor, Eastman Institutions Oral Health and the University of Rochester, active in Autism Up. Mary Lukaszewicz, Rye Brook, New York. Sponsor, Frank Migliotti, private practice, adjunct attending dentist, Westchester Institute for Human Development, Valhalla, New York. Past president, 9th District Dental Society, member of the Parish Council, Church of the Resurrection. Andrew Marks, Roslyn Harbor, New York. Sponsor, Rekha Gahani, director of oral and maxillofacial surgery, Brookdale Hospital, Brooklyn, New York, formerly in private practice for 34 years. Mahogany Miles, Rexford, New York. Sponsor, Mark Weinberger, private practice, certificate in periodontics, past president, 3rd District Dental Society. David Matola, Cohoes, New York. Sponsor, Mark Weinberger, private practice, immediate past president, 3rd District Dental Society, New York State, president, board of directors, Cohoes, New York Community Center. Ronnie Myers, Briarcliff Manor, New York. Sponsor, Stanley Freeman, dean, Touro College of Dentistry, faculty member, 34 years, Columbia University, College of Dental Medicine. Stephen Pasalacqua, New Hartford, New York. Sponsor, William Karp, private practice, past president, 5th District Dental Society, Board of Governors, New York State Dental Association, attending St. Luke's Memorial Hospital, Mohawk Valley Health System, active in the Friends of Sacoy Valley Thrift Store and Soup Kitchen. Steve was also a member and past president of the New Hartford, New York Rotary Club. Minerva Patel, Armonk, New York. Sponsor, Iona Mensalapoulou. Private practice, board certified pediatric dentistry, past president, 9th District Dental Society. Indian Cultural Center, Greenwich, Connecticut, Special Olympics volunteer. Saul Pressner, New York City, New York. James Erpenbach, sponsor, private practice, active in donated dental services, Dental Volunteers for Israel, Holocaust Survivors Program. Scott Resnick, New York City, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunik. Private practice, endodontics, associate professor, Mount Sinai Medical Center, former chief of endodontics, Department of Dentistry, Mount Sinai Medical Center, lecturer, local, state, and international. Miriam Robbins, Forest Hills, New York. Sponsor, Ed Miller. Chair, Department of Dental Medicine, NYU Langone Hospital. Chair, Family Dental Medicine, NYU Long Island School of Medicine. Kenneth Ronzo, Rochester, New York. Michael Grassi, sponsor. Private practice, past president, 7th District Dental Society. Clinical instructor, Rochester General Hospital. Board member, Mercy Outreach Clinic. Larry Rosenthal, New York City, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunic. Private practice, aesthetic dentistry. Clinical professor and advisory board member, NYU College of Dentistry. Director of the postgraduate hands-on aesthetic continuum. Author, national and international educator. Louis Rubens, Scarsdale, New York. Stanley Freeman, sponsor. Private practice, attending New York Presbyterian Hospital, clinical professor, Touro College of Dental Medicine. Gary Sharoff, New Rochelle, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunic. Private practice, past president, 9th District Dental Society. Gives much time to 9th District technology needs and active at the NISDA on several committees. Michael Schreck, New Hyde Park, New York. Sponsor, Stuart Sigelnik. Private practice, periodontist, attending Long Island Jewish Medical Center, active in Give Kids a Smile and donated dental services. Barry Stoll, Bronx, New York. Lawrence Gray Hills. Private practice, dental anesthesiology, director, dental anesthesia program, St. Barnabas Hospital, Bronx, New York. Past president, Bronx County Dental Society. Past president, New York State Academy of General Dentistry. Donald Tannenbaum, Great Neck, New York. Sponsor, Ira Titunic. Private practice, orofacial pain, clinical assistant professor, Hofstra Northwell School of Medicine, and clinical assistant professor, Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, School of Dental Medicine, Stony Brook University. Section head, associate attending orofacial pain, TMD, dental sleep medicine section, Department of Dental Medicine, Northwell Health System, New Hyde Park. Christopher Walensky, Valhalla, New York. Charles Hoopengarner, sponsor. Private practice, associate professor, dental medicine, Touro College of Dental Medicine, adjunct professor, laser dentistry, Ohio State University, College of Dentistry, lecturer, and author. Farhad Yerushalmi, Great Neck, New York. Sponsor, Thomas Tanbong Liang. Chief, Department of Pediatric Dentistry, New York City Health and Hospitals, Jacobi Medical Center, and North Central Bronx Hospital, Professor of Dentistry. William Zugner, Webster, New York. Sponsor, Stephen Burghardt. Private practice, past president, 7th District Dental Society, past president, Monroe County Dental Society, head coach, Victor Youth Lacrosse Program, past chairman of the board of the Administrative Council, Victor First United Methodist Church, Victor, New York.
Region for District 3, Dr. R. Donald Hoffman of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Dr. Hoffman, will you please introduce your vice regent and deputy regents and then present your fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my fellow officers from District 3. Vice Regent, Dr. James M. Boyle III, and Deputy Regent, Dr. Ron Heyer. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 3 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Samer M. Abdelmy, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Sponsored by Dr. Alan Fielding. Dr. Abdelmy is a graduate of the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. He completed his maxillofacial surgery residency at Loyola University and is an attending of the oral and maxillofacial surgery residency program at Temple University Hospital. Dale H. Caldwaller, Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Dr. James Doyle. Dr. Caldwaller is a graduate of the University of Pittsburgh School of Dental Medicine. Dr. Caldwaller serves as president of Connellsville Board of Health. Peter M. Greco, Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Dr. Alan Borislow. Dr. Greco is a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine. He is a member of the orthodontics faculty at the University of Pennsylvania School of Dental Medicine, where he is co-director of the Graduate Ortho Clinic and a faculty member at the Einstein Medical Center Department of Orthodontics. Dr. Greco contributes ongoing monthly articles to the American Journal of Orthodontics and Dental Facial Orthodontics, where he is the associate editor. Dr. Lauren Schaefer Harkin, New Holland, Pennsylvania. sponsored by Dr. Warren Swan. Dr. Harkin is a graduate of the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. Dr. Harkin gives back to her community through Dental Access Lancaster County, the Water Street Rescue Mission, Mission of Mercy in Pennsylvania, and is a board member of the Lancaster Day School. Vashni R. Iyer, Fairview, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Stephen T. Raddick III. Dr. Iyer is a graduate of the Baylor College of Dentistry. She was the first director of patient care at the LECOM School of Dental Medicine Outreach Clinic in Erie, Pennsylvania. Michael Thomas Kolajic, Fairview, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Stephen T. Raddick III. Dr. Kolajic is a graduate of the University of Pittsburgh School of Dental Medicine. He completed his oral and maxillofacial surgery residency at St. Francis Medical Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Dr. Kolajic climbed Mount Kilimanjaro as part of a fundraiser for the African 6,000 Clean Water Project. Samer Mansour, Erie, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Stephen T. Raddick III. Dr. Mansour is a graduate of the Ohio State University School of Dental Medicine. He is a general dentist in Erie, Pennsylvania. Dr. Mansour is also the state chair of the Children's Dental Health Month poster contest. Louis F. Rubino Jr., Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Christy Mansour Salih. Dr. Rubino graduated from the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. He received his certificate in periodontics from the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. Janice Rudani, Allentown, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Anna Cohane. Dr. Rudani graduated from the Henry M. Goldman School of Dentistry, Boston, Massachusetts. He is a general dentist in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Dr. Rudani provides care for patients in need in a number of community outreach and charitable programs. Dr. Charles E. Skamali, Hamlin, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Eli Stavinsky. Dr. Skamali is a graduate of the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. He is an active participant in Pennsylvania's Mom in Pennsylvania Dental Mission program. In addition, Dr. Skamali volunteers his services with the ARC in Northeastern Pennsylvania, Family to Family food drives, and an advisor for the Women in Philanthropy organization and the Lackawanna Recovery Coalition. Dr. Nipa Thacker, Westchester, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Julio Rodriguez. Dr. Thacker is a graduate of the Temple University Kornberg School of Dentistry. She has served as District 3, Pennsylvania's representative to the American Dental Association's New Dentist Committee and is a graduate of the ADA's Institute for Diversity in Leadership program. Brandon Michael Walsh, Allentown, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Dr. Charles Icacatera. Dr. Walsh is a graduate of the University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey. He is a member of the Lehigh Valley Hospital's medical staff and has participated in Pennsylvania's Mom in Pennsylvania Dental Mission program.
Region from District 4, Dr. Edwin L. Morris of Kingsville, Maryland. Dr. Morris, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present your fellows-elect from your district?
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Dr. Michael Conti from New Jersey. My Deputy Regents are Dr. Barry Kane from Delaware, Dr. James Feldman, District of Columbia, Dr. Jim Tannehill from Maryland, Dr. Jill York from North New Jersey, Dr. Greg Shupik of South New Jersey, Dr. Mario Rodriguez of Puerto Rico, Dr. Frank Alara of the Air Force, Dr. Paul Colthurst of the Army, Dr. Rebecca Lee, Navy, Dr. David Stanziak, Veterans Administration and Public Health Service. And I would like to thank all of them for their hard work this year. Now, Mr. President, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding inductees from District 4 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. I must say, in this virtual world, I have the opportunity to highlight a few of the achievements of these nominees. I want you to know my efforts can in no way reflect the outstanding accomplishments of these outstanding nominees. Dr. Farah Asidapour of Washington, D.C., and her sponsor is Dr. Mary Zymek. Besides her busy endodontic practice, Dr. Asidapour is active in leadership in several study clubs, the District of Columbia Dental Society, and the ADA. She has served as president of the Greater Washington Academy of Women Dentists, which has increased its membership markedly due to her efforts. She has volunteered her talents at Missions of Mercy events, missions to the Dominican Republic, and the local Spanish Catholic Center. Dr. Hazel Denise Glasper, Marriottsville, Maryland, and her sponsor is Dr. Debony R. Hughes. Besides her successful private dental practice, Dr. Gasper created Teach Me Dental, a movement that is redefining how the public views and understands dental health, dentistry as a vital part of comprehensive healthcare. She has represented dentistry on the radio and television and has been a presenter at many dental meetings and conferences. Dr. Nahid Maleki of Washington, D.C., and her sponsor is Dr. Margot Collada Norton. Dr. Maleki, an orthodontist, has served in almost every committee and leadership position of every organization of which she has been a member. She was the 2017-18 president of the American Association of Orthodontists. She is the recipient of the Middle Atlantic Society of Orthodontists Devlin Award for Distinguished Service. Dr. Catherine Dietrich Pulse of Potomac, Maryland. Her sponsor is Dr. George Thomas. Dr. Pulse is a tireless advocate for our profession and works hard to promote dental education, legislation, and involvement in organized dentistry. She has served in many leadership positions with the District of Columbia Dental Society. She serves on the board of directors and is the continuing education chair. In addition, she has been involved in many Missions of Mercy projects. Dr. Anupama Rio Tate of Washington, D.C., and her sponsor is Dr. Harold Pincus. Dr. Tate is the Director of Advocacy and Research at the Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. She is extremely involved in the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry, the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry Foundation, the Healthy Smiles, Healthy Children's Program, and the Mid-Atlantic PANDA, where she is a presenter. She is also chair of the Qualification Examination Committee for the American Board of Pediatric Dentistry and is a tireless advocate for the underserved pediatric population of Washington, D.C. Dr. Karen Lee Ferrone of Annapolis, Maryland. Her sponsor is Dr. Vanessa Benevent Anderson. Dr. Ferrone serves as Associate Dean of Student Affairs for the University of Maryland School of Dentistry. She has played an important part in guiding hundreds of students through their rigorous dental curriculum. She has participated in the CURE program to help mentor underrepresented minorities in healthcare professions. Dr. Harvey Levy of Frederick, Maryland, is sponsored by Dr. Vanessa Benevent Anderson. Dr. Levy's practice is dedicated to special needs patients of all ages and abilities. He has lectured throughout the United States and has published on the treatment of special needs patients. He is the inaugural recipient of the Arthur Fridley Humanitarian Award, one of the Maryland State Dental Association's highest awards. Dr. Thomas Ritter, Towson, Maryland, sponsored by Dr. Edwin Morris. Dr. Ritter has been an unending example of what humanitarianism looks like in Maryland. He has served in Missions of Mercy, provided dental care in New Orleans after Katrina, in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Marie. He has led volunteer programs in Bosnia, Honduras, and Haiti. He has received numerous humanitarian awards, the Maryland Defense Force Humanitarian Award and the previously mentioned Arthur Fridley Humanitarian Award from the Maryland State Dental Association. Dr. Lee Mark Lichtenstein of West Orange, New Jersey, is sponsored by Dr. Benjamin H. Solomowitz. Dr. Lichtenstein has dedicated his professional career to the care of his patients and the education of his colleagues in general anesthesia and special patient care through extensive lectures and publications. He has held leadership positions in the American Society of Dentist Anesthesiologists and the New Jersey Dental Society of Anesthesiology. Dr. Manjiri Mathur, Hillsborough, New Jersey. Her sponsor is Dr. Andrew Sullivan. Besides her successful periodontal practice, she is a dedicated part-time faculty member at Rutgers School of Dental Medicine. She is the Director of Undergraduate Periodontal Education and has educated and positively influenced many students while being the recipient of numerous teaching awards and accolades. Dr. Diana Rodriguez of Union City, New Jersey. Her sponsor is Dr. Todd Shatkin. Dr. Rodriguez is a practitioner and instructor in the placement and restoration of many implants. She is also strongly committed to the Children's Brain Tumor Foundation and is actively involved in fundraising to address the cause and treatment of childhood tumors and cancers. Dr. Robert T. Wong of Teaneck, New Jersey, and his sponsor is Dr. Ronald Fritz. While in the private practice of dentistry, Dr. Wong has been very active in the Academy of Dentistry International, previously serving as chair of the ADI. In addition, he has dedicated himself to the improvement of the human condition in many and varied humanitarian trips, including Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and El Salvador. He has also provided services domestically to Native Americans in Utah and South Dakota. Dr. Noel J. Aymwat in San Juan, Puerto Rico. His sponsor is Dr. Julio Rodriguez. Dr. Aymwat, a pediatric dentist, also holds a law degree. He has served as interim dean of the University of Puerto Rico School of Dental Medicine and as the current chancellor of the Medical Sciences campus at the University of Puerto Rico. He has served in many leadership positions of organized dentistry and continues to provide care to underserved children. Dr. Marcus L. Delvalle of San Juan, Puerto Rico. His sponsor is Dr. Edwin Alberto Delvalle Sepulveda. As an oral and maxillofacial surgeon, Dr. Delvalle has served in many professional leadership positions. As a well-known radio personality in Puerto Rico, he has also served as a public spokesperson for the dental profession and as a lecturer to his dental colleagues. Dr. Walter Javier, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and his sponsor is Dr. Edwin Alberto Delvalle Sepulveda. Besides serving his community with highly ethical dentistry, Dr. Javier has served as an officer of the Puerto Rico chapter of the American Dental Association and as the Hispanic Dental Association. He volunteers in Puerto Rico's Little Leagues and youth fitness programs and Oral Health Week activities. He is the recipient of the Fernando Ordonez Award for Excellence in Leadership and Academic Achievement. Dr. William A. Gilbert, Army, Washington State, sponsored by Dr. Paul Colthurst. Dr. Gilbert, a board-certified periodontist, is the Deputy Commander at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. As Deputy Commander, he is responsible for almost 300 dental staff members. He also runs a 26-chair dental clinic with almost 50 members, serving almost 30,000 dentists. He serves as an adjunct professor at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences. Dr. Young Suk Kang, Army, Fayetteville, North Carolina. His sponsor is Dr. William Bayshand. As an Army dental officer, Dr. Kang has served as an excellent dentist, administrator, leader, and educator. He serves as assistant professor of prosthodontics at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences Postgraduate School. Dr. Michael A. Kroll, Army, Carmel Valley, California. His sponsor is Dr. Kendall Mower. Dr. Kroll has served as Assistant Program Director of Advanced Education in General Dentistry. He then served as Program Director of Advanced Education in Dentistry at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. He has received numerous awards, including the American Dental Association 10 Under 10 Award in 2017. He has organized his residence to provide volunteer services for the Oklahoma Missions of Mercy. He concurrently serves as an adjunct professor at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences. Dr. Benjamin McGovern, Army, Lacey, Washington. His sponsor is Dr. Kendall Mower. Lieutenant Colonel McGovern is the Program Director for Advanced General Dentistry at Joint Base Lewis McChord and serves as adjunct professor at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences. He is a longtime volunteer with the Boy Scouts of America and community dental outreach programs such as Special Olympics and Children's Dental Health Month. Dr. Heather Olmo, Army, Tacoma, Washington, sponsored Dr. Kendall Mower. As an oral and maxillofacial surgeon, Dr. Olmo was selected to work at the Office of the Army Surgeon General as a dental executive fellow, during which time she helped to craft dental policy for the entire Army Dental Corps. She has served as Deputy Director for Dentistry at Bethesda, Maryland. She currently serves as the Chief of Hospital Dentistry and Oral and Maxillofacial Pathology at the Level 1 Medical Center in Washington State. She is also an adjunct faculty member at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences. Dr. Thomas Stark, Army, Wiesbaden, Germany. His sponsor is Dr. Tammy Non-Goxel. Dr. Stark is triple board certified in pediatric dentistry, special care dentistry, and orofacial pain. He has had a significant impact on the dental readiness and wellness of soldiers and beneficiaries under his care. He sets high standards for himself and for those he leads. He serves with compassion and leads by example. He serves as the consultant to the Surgeon General for Pediatric Dentistry and is a board examiner to the Board of Pediatric Dentistry and Special Care Dentistry. Dr. Kathleen Dawn Buss, Navy, Kensington, Maryland. And her sponsor is Dr. Rebecca Ortenzio Lee. Dr. Buss has a master's degree in public health. She is stationed at the Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, developing and supporting healthcare policy pertaining to the dental community. She has also been very involved in community outreach projects. Dr. Rick Friedman, Navy, Bristol, Virginia, sponsored by Dr. Rebecca Ortenzio Lee. Rear Admiral Friedman was Executive Officer of the U.S. Naval Hospital in Okinawa, Japan. He previously served as the Commanding Officer of the Naval Hospital at Camp Lejeune and was instrumental in getting the hospital certified as a Level 3 trauma center, the first Level 3 trauma center in the Navy. After serving as Commanding Officer, NATO Role 3 Multinational Medical Unit in Kandahar, Afghanistan, Dr. Freeman serves as the Executive Assistant to the Surgeon General of the Navy and Chief Bureau of Medicine and Surgery. Dr. Susan D. Johnson, Navy, Portsmouth, Virginia. Sponsor, Dr. Nathan John Wonder. Dr. Johnson, a board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeon. She is the Navy Medical Forces Atlantic Senior Dental Executive. She has been involved with the command advocacy and leadership. She is a subject matter expert in infection prevention and control and a strong voice for the Navy Dental Corps. She has been instrumental in the Navy's Dental Corps response to the coronavirus pandemic. Dr. Joyce Yang Turner, Navy, San Diego, California. Her sponsor is Dr. Rebecca Ortenzio Lee. After completing her periodontal residency at the Naval Postgraduate Dental School, Dr. Lee served as staff periodontist and command diversity officer. She was recruited back to the Naval Postgraduate School. As assistant professor at the Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences, she mentored residents in didactics, clinical research, and officer development. She served as division officer of the periodontics department and laser safety representative. She is secretary of Division 8 of the American Academy of Periodontology. Dr. Eleanor Fleming, DDS, PhD, MPH, Public Health Service, Nashville, Tennessee, sponsored by Dr. Daphne Cassandra Ferguson Young. As a dental officer and epidemiologist at the Centers for Disease Control, she designs and conducts epidemiological research in oral health and prepares manuscripts and presentations. Her expertise has her in demand as a key panelist and speaker for numerous meetings and conferences. She also serves as an adjunct professor in the Department of Public Health at Meharry Medical College. She assists students and faculty on dental health issues. She has had a profound impact on the oral health care issues affecting our communities. Dr. Carol J. Wong, Navy, Portsmouth, Virginia, sponsored by Dr. Daphne Cassandra Ferguson Young. Dr. Wong currently is an 05 in the U.S. Coast Guard and serves as the District 5 Senior Dental Executive Health Services Officer. With many military awards to her credit, she serves the Corps as a member of the Dental Professional Advisory Committee, as chair of the Women's Issues Subcommittee and Junior Officer Advisory Group, Morale, Welfare, and Recreational Subcommittees. She serves as a mentor for the American Association of Women Dentists Mentoring Workshop, the U.S. Coast Guard Southwest Virginia Women's Leadership Initiative, and she is the Federal Asian Pacific Council on U.S. Coast Guard Recruiter.
Region from District 5, Dr. Bradley K. Greenway of Norcross, Georgia. Dr. Greenway, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents, and then present your fellows-elect from your district?
Thank you, Dr. Sederberg. Mr. President, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Dr. Bruce Cunningham, my 3 Deputy Regents from Alabama, Dr. Conan Davis, from Georgia, Dr. Marvin Winter, and from Mississippi, Dr. John Roberson. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 5 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Dr. Jeffrey Kyle Battles from Gadsden, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. Lewis Mitchell. Dr. Battles has been very involved in organized dentistry, serving as an officer on the component level and as a delegate to the Alabama Dental Association. Dr. Battles has served as a presenter at the Ethics Seminar for the UAB School of Dentistry for many years. Dr. Robert S. Jones from Montgomery, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. Leanne Nevins. Dr. Jones has been very active in organized dentistry, serving in many different capacities, including Secretary-Treasurer of the Alabama Dental Association. Dr. Jones has been actively involved in community by serving his church, the YMCA, and is currently a high school basketball referee. Dr. Raquel Mazer from Birmingham, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. Tony Newmeyer. Dr. Mazer currently serves as the Director for Community Collaborations and Public Health for the UAB School of Dentistry. Dr. Mazer has been at the UAB School of Dentistry since 1988, serving in many capacities. Dr. Richard A. Simpson from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. Conan Davis. Dr. Simpson brought together several unrelated groups with oral health interests into a vibrant oral health coalition for the state of Alabama, and then led the group to make some significant changes in Alabama's oral health index that was recognized nationally. Dr. Simpson has been a leader in Alabama's Pediatric Association and collaborated with the Alabama Dental Association in regards to early childhood caries. Dr. Kellen Allman Spivey, Anniston, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. Bruce Cunningham. Dr. Spivey has been a longtime volunteer in the Interfaith Ministries Dental Clinic in Anniston. Dr. Spivey has been an active participant in the local dental society. Dr. Stephen R. Strickland from Vestavia Hills, Alabama, sponsored by Dr. William Cheshire. Dr. Strickland has served on the Board of Dental Examiners of Alabama. Dr. Strickland also serves his community in several ways, including dental charities as well as Habitat for Humanity. Dr. Courtney Babb from Augusta, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Kim Capehart. Dr. Babb has been on several dental mission trips as well as volunteering in her community. As a senior dental student, Dr. Babb received the Michael Carr Humanitarian Award for excellence in treating underserved populations. Dr. Gregory M. Griffin from Augusta, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Kim Capehart. Dr. Griffin has been on 14 dental missions throughout Central America. Dr. Griffin has been through the leadership chairs in the Eastern District Dental Society, Augusta Dental Society, and the Medical College of Georgia Alumni Society. Dr. Barry Hammond of Augusta, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Mike Vernon. Dr. Hammond has been teaching at the Dental College of Georgia for the last 14 years and is now a professor in the restorative department. Dr. Hammond has held many leadership roles, including Director of Continuing Education at the Dental College, as well as Chairman of the ADEA section on continuing education, just to name a few. Dr. David G. Jones from Atlanta, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. David Manzares. Dr. Jones has been an accomplished dentist in the Atlanta area treating TMD patients, but what I find interesting is the fact that he has medaled several times in the Wild Water World Championship and is currently on the 2020 team as well. Dr. Jones was part of an international medical mission team to travel to South America for 7 years in a row. Dr. David P. Marion, Duluth, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Roy McDonald. Dr. Marion has served on various committees in the Hinman Dental Society and is currently on the Executive Council for the Society. Dr. Marion gives back to his community by providing pro bono service in the office as well as at Hebron Dental Clinic. Dr. Anna M. Rafai from Atlanta, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Roy McDonald. Dr. Rafai was one of the vice presidents of the American Student Dental Association while in dental school. As a dental student, Dr. Rafai wrote an article entitled "Giving Back: How to Implement a Successful Dental Mission Trip," so her focus has always been about giving back to those less fortunate. Dr. Jeremy R. Ward, Decula, Georgia, sponsored by Dr. Roy McDonald. Dr. Ward has served on various committees in the Hinman Dental Society and is currently on the Executive Council for the Society. Dr. Ward was the winner of the ICD essay his senior year in dental school.
Region from District 7, Dr. Daniel W. Freed of LaPorte, Indiana. Dr. Freed, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and Deputy Regents and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my Vice Regent, Denise Herring, and Deputy Regents from District 7, Mary Ellen Wynn from Ohio and Rebecca De La Rosa from Indiana. Now it is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 7 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Vincent M. Guido, Lafayette, Indiana, sponsored by Rachel Ann Day. Vince has always wanted to be a dentist since he was 7. He was very scared until he changed to a dentist who explained things to him and made it so much more exciting. Also, Vince is a big Indiana University guy practicing in Purdue's backyard, so you can understand how he's kind of very careful on what he says. William Hine, Brownsburg, Indiana, sponsored by Lawrence I. Goldblatt. Will has extensive background in teaching at Indiana University School of Dentistry, and he's also a trustee of the Indiana Dental Association. Megan B. Keck, Thorntown, Indiana, sponsored by Thomas Ray Blake. Megan has been the membership chairman for Indiana Dental Association and a former Indiana University School of Dentistry faculty member. She is also part of the Indiana Dental Association COVID Task Force. Wayne T. Kinney, Indianapolis, Indiana, sponsored by David Richard Holwager. Wayne is the immediate past president of the Indianapolis District Dental Society. He has presented several lectures on ethics at the Indiana University School of Dentistry, and he's made several mission trips to Nicaragua and the Honduras. Herb J. Yeckel, Griffith, Indiana, sponsored by Mark J. Mihalo. Herb was instrumental in starting a 5K run for oral cancer awareness, which has brought our families, our staff, and our patients together. Herb is also a giant Leonard Skinner fan. Daniel M. Gindi, Macedonia, Ohio, sponsored by Manish Balayathan. Daniel is a diplomat of the American Board of Pediatric Dentistry, and he's also a giant Cleveland sports fan, which has allowed him to develop the temperament that transfers to our profession. Faisal A. Qureshi, Cleveland, Ohio, sponsored by Naja Usman. Faisal is a full professor and residency director for Case Western Reserve Oral and Maxillofacial program since 2002. He is originally from Toronto, Canada. Janice A. Townsend, Columbus, Ohio, sponsored by Christy Marsu Soyo. Janice is an associate professor and chair of pediatric dentistry at the Ohio State School of Dentistry. She's also an editor of the 6th edition of Pediatric Dentistry, Infancy through Adolescence. Jeffrey R. Wessel, Cincinnati, Ohio, sponsored by Christy Marsu Soyo. Jeffrey spent 11 and a half years as a periodontist in the U.S. Navy, and he's a past faculty member at Walter Reed Medical Center in Bethesda. Jeffrey is also an avid cyclist and runner, and he was a qualifier in the 2014 Boston Marathon.
Region District 16, Dr. Mark A. Crabtree of Martinsville, Virginia. Dr. Crabtree, will you please introduce your Vice Regent and your Deputy Regents, and then present the fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I'd like to introduce my Vice Regent, Scott Cashin from North Carolina, and Deputy Regents, Theodore Deuce Robertson II from North Carolina, Justin R. Nordenboe from Virginia, and Felicia Goins from South Carolina. Now it's my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 16 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Kimberly Guys, Greenville, North Carolina, sponsored by Lauren Douglas Alves. Dr. Guys echoes the mission of the college's ethics, values, and beliefs as a former ambassador to the National Health Service Board, as an advisor to the Student National Dental Association, and as a member with the American Dental Association's Institute for Diversity and Leadership. Seba Jalakani Mokri, Cary, North Carolina, sponsored by Betty R. McCabe. Dr. Mokri sponsored a county mobile dental clinic to provide dental care to the underserved. As board chair of Wake Smiles, a large nonprofit dental clinic serving low-income, uninsured adults, she generously shares her skills and knowledge to improve the health and well-being of those in need. Andrew Perry, Raleigh, North Carolina, sponsored by Evelyn M. Brown. Dr. Perry serves as president-elect of the North Carolina Dental Society's 4th District. He participates in mom clinics and volunteers his time at Wake Smiles, which provides free dental care to people in need. He is active in his local church and has participated in several international mission projects. Justin Rousseau, Raleigh, North Carolina, sponsored by Luke K. Dalzell. Dr. Rousseau is a sponsor for Capital City Clauses, which helps spread joy to children during the holidays. He also is involved with the Miss North Carolina Scholarship Foundation. He believes in emotional, life-changing dentistry and strives to transform the way people think about dental health. Mark S. Scaria, Durham, North Carolina, sponsored by Theodore M. Roberson. Dr. Scaria is chairman of Local Start Dental, a nonprofit that is being developed with the UNC School of Dentistry to provide removable prosthodontic and implant care to the underserved. A devoted husband and father, he gives selflessly to his church as a volunteer for the Boy Scouts. Michael D. Webb, Greenville, North Carolina, sponsored by Lauren Douglas Alves. Dr. Webb is program director of the ECU School of Dental Medicine's Pediatric Dentistry Residency Program and is chairman of the Department of Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics and Dentofacial Orthopedics. As a full-time educator, he has helped shape the professional lives of many colleagues, students, and residents. Kimberly K. Patterson, Charleston, South Carolina, sponsored by Thomas Cy Panbon-Leon. Dr. Patterson is a board examiner for the American Board of Pediatric Dentistry. She's committed to ensuring our future colleagues are properly prepared for making good clinical decisions for their patients. She also volunteers for Give Kids a Smile, the Alzheimer's Association, and the Special Olympics. Richard D. Archer, Richmond, Virginia, sponsored by David Carlisle Surratt. Dr. Archer's depth of knowledge and understanding of the national and local trends in politics surrounding licensure examinations has enabled him to work with the licensure board examination community and agencies on developing competency examinations. He has served as chair of the Education Affairs Committee of the American Academy of Endodontics. Sampap Bencharit, Richmond, Virginia, sponsored by David Carlisle Surratt. Dr. Bencharit is an emerging scholar leader and has obtained more than 20 internal and external grants for his research. His knowledge and expertise have led him to be an advisor and mentor for pre-doctorate, graduate, and doctoral students. He's on the editorial board of the Journal of Prosthodontics. Paul W. Brenzer III, Chester, Virginia, sponsored by Richard F. Roadcap. Dr. Brenzer is a faculty volunteer for the past 18 years in the Jamaica Project and is a volunteer for the Bland Dental Mission, which provides dental care in underserved Southwest Virginia. He also volunteers and has led Mission of Mercy projects in Virginia. William E. Crutchfield II, Chantilly, Virginia, sponsored by Rodney J. Klima. Dr. Crutchfield is an outstanding leader in orthodontics. He has served with distinction as president of the Virginia Association of Orthodontics and as president of the Virginia Orthodontic Education and Research Foundation. He's been chair of the board of the American Association of Orthodontists Political Action Committee. George Richard Deeb, Richmond, Virginia, sponsored by Dean M. DeLue. Dr. Deeb has excelled as an educator, researcher, author of autographs and texts. His passion for visionary, state-of-the-art implantology has placed him into the field of extraordinary achievements as an educator, a mentor, and a prolific scientific writer. Timothy Golian, Fairfax, Virginia, sponsored by Rodney J. Klima. Dr. Golian has been described as Dr. Membership for Virginia. He chaired the Virginia New Dentist Committee, served on the Diversity Task Force, the Planning Committee, Futures Committee, Annual Meeting Committee, and a member of the Council on Membership. His commitment to organized dentistry's membership is unmatched. Janina Golub-Deb, Richmond, Virginia, sponsored by Dean M. DeLue. Dr. Deeb has enabled a number of dentists from foreign countries to come to VCU for educational experiences and also for VCU students to visit other countries to learn about their educational processes. Recently, she was awarded the Dean's Excellence Award for Humanism. Aniket B. Jadhav, Glen Allen, Virginia, sponsored by Aditya Kadinata. Dr. Jadhav has served in the American Dental Education Association and the American Academy of Oral and Maxillofacial Radiology and is well-known oral radiology researcher in the field of imaging. He has established well-known international relations with the dental community in India and the Middle East. Scotty Randolph Miller, Bristol, Virginia, sponsored by Stephen Brian Alu. Dr. Miller has been very active in the Virginia Dental Association. He is a devoted supporter of Mission and Mercy projects to which he has donated dentures and hundreds of hours of service to those in need who do not have access to routine dental care. Justin S. Reynolds, Lynchburg, Virginia, sponsored by Justin Ray Norbo. Dr. Reynolds is a true servant leader in his region of Virginia and is one of our profession's rising stars. He actively serves on the Virginia Dental Association Board of Directors and on the Membership Services Committee of the AAE. In his community, he volunteers with Meals on Wheels, United Way, and Habitat for Humanity. George Sable, Virginia Beach, Virginia, sponsored by Anthony R. Peluso. Dr. Sable is a leader in the field of orthodontics. He has served through all chairs of the Virginia Orthodontic Association and as president. He was a Virginia founder and chairman of Donated Orthodontic Services in Virginia and has served as president of his Rotary and on the board of Catholic Charities. Christopher R. Spagna, Falls Church, Virginia, sponsored by Robert Allen Levine. Dr. Spagna is a volunteer dentist for the Northern Virginia Mission of Mercy, the Northern Virginia Dental Clinic, and United States Coast Guard Auxiliary as a vessel examiner. In his spare time, he is also a Level 3 Alpine instructor for the Professional Ski Instructors of America.
Region from District 17, Dr. Rodrigo Romano of South Miami, Florida. Dr. Romano, will you please introduce your deputy regents and then present your fellows-elect from your district?
Mr. President, I would like to introduce my deputy regent from District 17, Dr. Jeff Utley. Now is my distinct honor and privilege to present these outstanding candidates from District 17 for fellowship in the International College of Dentists. Dr. Melissa Amundsen of Tallahassee, Florida, sponsored by Jason E. Parnoff, Trauma and Orthodontic Surgery with Resident Education at Hospital Escuela in Honduras. Uses 3D printing to custom plate trauma patients. Dr. Gerald James Botko of Miami was sponsored by Dr. Glenn Miller. Held a leadership position in the Academy of General Dentistry and in the Department of Veterans Affairs since 2001. Dr. Susan Ebert of Ponte Verde, Florida, currently in Chicago, sponsored by Dr. Daniel James Gasek. Among other humanitarian efforts, Dr. Ebert has participated in dental missions trips of Haiti from 2011 to 2015 and currently serves as the Vice President of Dental Practice and Relationship Management for the American Dental Association Business Innovation Group. Dr. Cesar Francisco Rotado Jr. of Miami, Florida, sponsored by Dr. Rodrigo Romano, originally from Nicaragua, where he helps spear dental aid to the underserved community through a humanitarian church projects. Dr. Lance Karp of Sarasota was sponsored by Dr. Christopher Michael Boldness. He presently serves on the FDA's Council of Ethics, Bylaws, and Juridical Affairs as a representative of the West Coast District Dental Association and is an active in several community organizations. Dr. John P. Kruger of Clearwater, Florida, is sponsored by Dr. Hugh T. Wunderlich. He's involved in the humanitarian activity in Clearwater Community Dental Clinic and the Homeless Empowerment Project Dental Clinic and the Mission of Mercy. Dr. Hall Richard Lippman of Fort Lauderdale was sponsored by Dr. George Collis. Dr. Lippman is the current director of special projects at Nova Southeastern University College of Dental Medicine, including the Ryan White Clinic for HIV patients, and serves as Executive Associate Dean of Operation at NSUSC. Dr. Alvaro Maya of Key Largo is sponsored by Dr. Rodrigo Romano. He's currently enlisted in the Army for reserves and gives back to his knowledge by attending various humanitarian projects local and abroad. Dr. Mark Mitchell of New Port Richey is sponsored by Dr. Paul Miller. He organizes dental mission trips abroad and is a leader in the West Pasco Dental Association, serving as president and mentoring young members into leadership positions. Dr. Ana Maria Ospina of Davie is sponsored by Dr. Jason Pornoff. Dr. Espina is an oral maxillofacial surgeon on the faculty of Nova Southeastern University. She has participated in mission trips to Jamaica, Nicaragua, and Colombia. Dr. Paul Allen Palo of Winter Haven, Florida, is sponsored by Dr. Rodrigo Romano, currently a trustee of the Florida Dental Association and has spearheaded the Mission of Mercy across Florida, always committing giving back to the profession and community, and is reflected in his involvement in local, state levels as an advocate for the profession and through clinical services for the less fortunate and vulnerable population. Dr. Roberto L. Perdomo III of Coral Gables was sponsored by Dr. Richard C. Mariani Sr. He serves as president of Community Smiles Clinic. He received the United States Congressional Record of Honor Award for leadership and dedication to the South Florida community. Dr. Patricia Pereira, sponsored by Dr. Theodore M. Robertson. Originally from Brazil, lives in Gainesville, serves as Dean of Clinics at the University of Florida School of Dentistry, a great researcher that has helped our communities by generating many publications and peer-reviewed journals. Dr. Diana Maria Rico of Doral, Florida, is sponsored by Dr. Rodrigo Romano. She's an international graduate, very involved in many humanitarian local projects as well as international. Completed her residency helping the underserved community of Miami. Dr. Roger Dwayne Robinson Jr. of Jacksonville is sponsored by Dr. Stephen Dwayne Cochran. Dr. Robinson participates in the Florida Dental Association Mission of Mercy and Give a Smile program and is a past IT for the U.S. military. Dr. Millie K. Tannen of Jacksonville, Florida, sponsored by Dr. Daniel James Gazet. In 2013, in Virginia Commonwealth University School of Dentistry, she established the Dr. Herbert, Robert, and Lottie Schwartz Kolb Memorial Scholarship, and in 2019 at Jacksonville, she received the Florida State College Community Wellness Award. Dr. Erin Taylor of Bonita Springs, sponsored by Dr. John R. Pascal, a pediatric dentist that gives her time to participate in many humanitarian activities as a dentist and non-dental related. Dr. Juan Teodor of Bonita Springs was sponsored by Dr. John R. Pascal, has an adjunct appointment at his dental school alma mater, the University of Pittsburgh, and is also a clinical assistant professor at the University of Florida, where he advances the dental profession by teaching, interacting with and mentoring the next generation of clinicians. He is involved in a wide variety of charitable and humanitarian organizations, among them the Bonita Bay Veterans Council, where he has provided assistance to local veterans, Meals of Hope, Habitat for Humanity, the Harry Chapin Food Bank, and the Wheelchair Foundation. Dr. Stephanie Flynn Tiley of Pensacola is sponsored by Dr. Timothy F. Kosinski. She travels to Guatemala for dental mission trips and promotes dentistry to all the underserved communities. Dr. Robert C. Bogle of Palm Beach Gardens, sponsored by Dr. Rodrigo Romano. A great mentor to many, he has published numerous scientific articles in implant dentistry, is a fellow of the International Team of Implantology, and serves on the board of directors for the Academy of Osseointegration. He has developed and collaborated on the development of several prosthetic components and techniques currently in use in implant dentistry. Dr. Todd Merrill Williams of Tampa, Florida, is sponsored by Dr. William F. Marsh. Dr. William devotes a significant amount of time to his church and has been participating in numerous international mission trips.
We have two special guests with us today that would like to extend their congratulations to all of you new fellows. First, our ICD Worldwide President, Dr. Akira Senda from Nagoya, Japan. Dr. Senda had a grand celebration planned for us in Nagoya a few weeks ago. Like everything else this year, it needed to be canceled. My wife and I were so looking forward to joining him and the rest of the worldwide leaders for this event. Dr. Senda?
Hello. everyone from Section 1, USA. I am Dr. Kira Senda, International President of ICD. First of all, I thank you all from Section 1 for the great contributions and support to ICD for many, many years. Everybody knows how the section has been trying to serve ICD activities and all societies in the world. I always respect and expect you. All new fellows, on behalf of over 12,000 ICD fellows, I welcome all of you and congratulations your new fellowship. You and your family might be so proud to be selected as a fellow of ICD. You now given such great opportunity to serve all humankind. Let us to serve for health and happiness of people together with us and a fellow of one team under the one umbrella. As you know, the ICD organization was founded in 1920 based on a meeting of two great founders, Dr. Otofi from USA and Dr. Okumura from Japan. Since then, it has been developing to overcome many world crises with great pride and long history. We are now also facing to such huge world crisis, COVID-19. All countries and all societies in the world are in a big, long tunnel. We cannot see the exit of this long and dark tunnel yet. However, I firmly believe the ICD shall overcome this crisis with distinguished fellows, and the world keep developing forever. We have been planning to celebrate the ICD centennial anniversary at the ICD birthplace, Japan. However, as the COVID-19, we have decided to postpone it to September 22nd next year at Nagoya City, Japan, where is exactly the same place planned this year. We are expecting the big delegation from Section 1, including new fellows. Please do visit our website, www.icd.org or www.icd100.org. Sooner, please. Then register yourself and join us celebrating our ICD. Finally, I thank you for giving me this opportunity greeting you and wish you all safe, good health, and further development. Thank you. Thank you very much, all.
Up next is my friend of many years and our newest president of the American Dental Association, Dr. Dan Clemenson. Dan is an oral and maxillofacial surgeon from Tucson, Arizona, and a representative from the ADA's 14th district as myself. I'm glad to be serving as presidents of our respective organizations at the same time together. Dr. Clemenson?
Hello, ICD. I am Dr. Dan Clemenson, President of the American Dental Association. Congratulations to the 2020 ICD Fellows. Today, we celebrate your gifts, contributions, and entry into one of the most esteemed honor societies for dentistry around the world. Your fellowship begins at a momentous time. 2020 marks the ICD's 100th anniversary. This has also been a year of great challenge for our profession and the patients we serve. As you celebrate this milestone, remember that you are making a difference right where you are by living up to the ICD's tenets of integrity, leadership, and service. The ADA shares these values, and we stand with you as partners in helping our profession succeed and in advancing public health. Thank you for all you do to serve others. And once again, congratulations.
This completes the induction ceremony. We wish to extend our warmest thanks to our pianist this afternoon, fellow T. Bob Davis of Dallas, Texas. Not only is he an accomplished pianist, but he's also the ICD's 2020 Distinguished Humanitarian. Congratulations and thank you, T. Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, being awarded fellowship in the International College of Dentists is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a challenge to continue your involvement in significant leadership roles, service activities, and humanitarian opportunities of all types, including those sponsored by the Worldwide ICD and the USA section. Once again, thank you for your involvement and your commitment to the betterment of our profession. We extend our sincere congratulations to you and a welcome to the ICD family.